Hello everyone. Looks like we found each other. So, new channel. Just want to share myself. Just want to say hello. Nice to meet you. I'm 36, married. I have a degree in business administration and economics. I drove a semi for 10 years. I learned how to drive in Salt Lake City, Utah, up in the mountains, in the Great Salt Lakes. I was an owner operator for 9 of the 10 years. Drove a 2008 Kenworth T2000. Father and I did that. We leased a truck. Worked our way to get an own authority towards the last few years and being full owner operator. Gave me a lot of time to travel the country. We were out 3 months at a time, coming home for 2 weeks if we were lucky. Really good money, but you tend to spend money when you're away from family. You tend to spend money. Not only that, it's expensive on the road. Did make quite a bit of money. Black Parade Trucking was the name of the company, just one truck. In 2012, we had a house fire. It's a pretty deciding moment in my life. Still have 5 acres of land in Kentucky, but the house burned down. We relocated back to Indiana at that point. I went back and got my education. Went back and got both my associate's degrees. I was able to get into Bitcoin right around that same time. I had found Bitcoin on 4chan around the 2012 time. I was kind of big into the whole belling everybody, the Occupy Wall Street, and the whole movement that came from that, and that kind of got me into 4chan and everything, and kind of just led down the rabbit hole into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. So I have a bit of a history dabbling in that. Quite a few years now. It's worked out pretty well. I should go more into that. It's just kind of one of those topics. So, but obviously, I mean, you can't deny the numbers. If not for Bitcoin, my life would be radically different right now. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're holding Bitcoin that you've been holding, and you never made use of it. You know, it's for later. That's the whole point of Bitcoin. It's for later. You know, you can drive a 2008 vehicle for 4 more years. You can drive, a 2015 for 4 more years. You can hold off for the kind of money that it will be. And I know it is hard, especially like at the beginning of investments. When you have, say, in 2020, $18,000 in Bitcoin, and you're, basically living paycheck to paycheck. Bills are covered, everything's good, but then you lose your job, and it gets down to tight. You can sell that Bitcoin to live, and you will have accomplished, your goal of saving, having a stake. But I would have missed out on so much more. It's for later. If you live with the mindset that it's for later, if you say this Bitcoin is for 10 years later, then just, I know it's harder to actually do, but it definitely works. Like, I don't know how else to tell you. I am just a regular guy, and it's worked for me. So if it can work for me, it can work for anyone. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not trying to it works. It has worked. It is continuing to work. I believe it will always work. Like the stuff that's being laid out now. I'm from Indiana. There's bills being passed right here in my state, being put forth today to guarantee the right to custody, to be laying out that infrastructure for everything that is to come. It really is a very interesting time. I've always been the odd duck. I've always grasped at things that's a little hard for the average person to understand. And I mean, that's me yelling from the rooftops since 2014. That's 2 years after I actually found it. 2 years just to kind of understand it. Since 2014, yelling to the rooftops to everyone that would listen, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. Not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. And that's one of the biggest stories of my life. I mean, I don't mean to go off about that. I wasn't even really going to talk about that, but it's a big part of who I am. Break down finances, investments, a lot of different stuff. It is very possible. It is very possible if you are working 9 to 5, like it's just a regular job. You can get ahead. There is finally a way to get ahead. It can be done. I don't want to push that content too much unless it kind of becomes my thing, which it kind of already is, but there's a lot more to me than just that. Become really spiritual lately. I just feel like I was an atheist for 20 years. I no longer feel right saying I believe that there's nothing. I don't know what that is, but something's been working on me. And I mean, I've got my first child coming. I'm sure that's a big part of everything. But I mean, I've always questioned everything that kind of led to some obstacles in my life. But overall, I think my curiosity and my need to understand has set me up later in life. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I've been comfortable, but I've had some dark times in my past. I've went through some tough stuff. Like we all have. But big things are coming. Big things are coming. Just start from scratch with a new channel. I know it's rough and it's raw, but you get to see my actual transformation from this to whatever I become. I'm gonna shave and everything. I've been working outside. It makes sense just to let it grow. Very unkempt, but that's a whole nother transformation that's coming. I look forward to just sharing. I feel like I can help someone somewhere, and I know there's someone that can help me. Just like with life, just talking through things, just better understanding, better communication. Better ways of doing things. I appreciate you being here, especially if you're still here. Like, hats off to you. I'm on script. Go through that whole rabbit hole. It's all day to day. That's what I've been doing. Like, just me and my phone at the moment, but I can get a computer, get everything going, get everything set up, have my own little space, find my niche. Even if it's just a hobby channel, then that's all it'll be. I dabble in a little trading and a few different things. I'm sure I could offer something to someone. And at the end of the day, If not, it's just me putting myself out there for all of you to do with whatever you will. I appreciate it. I look forward to getting better at these videos. A little more practice under my belt. Sometimes I'm going to ramble, sometimes I'm just going to talk and bullshit. But I'll let you go for now. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you listening to me. Definitely be more to come. Drop some comments. Feel free to ask me of anything you want and we'll have a discussion. Maybe the next video idea will come from our discussion. So I'll be updating everything. Doctor's appointments every Wednesday. Little baby be coming soon. First son. Really exciting times. A lot of things really to look forward to. I'm looking forward to sharing them with everyone. Much love, everyone.